The fatal traffic stop shooting of Dante Wright in Brooklyn Center generated days and weeks of civil unrest. Now local government leaders are putting their thinking caps together to support a new de-escalation effort. Following the shooting, Brooklyn Center coordinated with other agencies to set up barricades and fencing outside of its police station. The city eventually set up so-called anti-scale fencing. Now there's a bipartisan proposal in the state legislature to fund it for other departments. Here's how it works.
It's more solid product than what people typically would see with chain link, so that it provides more security from people not being able to breach the fence, which allows for more separation between law enforcement and the protesters.
Crystal Public Works Director Mark Ray is part of a metro area fencing consortium. The initiative started with police chiefs in Hennepin County and expanded to the Twin Cities 7-county metro. However, the biggest challenge with anti-scale fencing is it's very expensive. It's why the consortium is seeking $5 million in funding from the state legislature to purchase and maintain the fencing. Ray sees it as an essential tool.
And really, we need to be careful to make sure that the violent and destructive actors that sometimes try to use these incidents to create damage, that they're not allowed to hijack those conversations and the legal protests.
Besides cost, there's another issue with the anti-scale fencing. The nearest vendor is in Chicago. College enrollment is down nationwide, and here in the Northwest Metro, officials at North Hennepin Community College say they've seen a slow decline over the last decade.
We're averaging anywhere between 8 to 10% decrease in enrollment over the last 2 to 3 years.
The college hasn't started tracking numbers for summer and the upcoming fall session, but they're projecting another decline, anywhere from 5 to 10%. Experts say there are several reasons for the dip in enrollment: the pandemic and an increasing variety of trade certificates now offered. North Hennepin Community College is making modifications to its curriculum to attract more students.
We're in the process of implementing a weekend college. This weekend college is specifically targeting post-traditional or adult learners, students that need a flexible schedule, that need to meet either on a Saturday, on a weekend or evening, or have hybrid options.
The college has also created accelerated courses. So instead of a traditional 16-week course, they've narrowed them down to 8 weeks. North Hennepin Community College also beefed up student support services, so once they enroll, students have a chance to be more successful. Public comment is now underway on a significant housing proposal in Maple Grove. The city received a plan from Pulte Homes to build nearly 600 units on farmland along County Road 81 near the Dayton border. The proposed development, called Rush Hollow, includes more than 240 single-family homes, 230 townhomes, and 110 senior living apartments. According to project documents, the development also includes new roads, trails, a stormwater management system, and connections to city utilities. A public comment period on the project will run through May 5th. The COVID-19 pandemic hit the nonprofit community hard. Many saw the need for services go up while donations and volunteer manpower went down. One Brooklyn Park nonprofit says volunteers are now more important than ever.
I want to give back.
When it comes to volunteering,
So you fill the bucket up.
Terry Christie will tell you like it is.
It really doesn't take a skill. I can come, I can get it done.
She comes in to Second Harvest Heartland in Brooklyn Park once a week.
You can work for a couple of hours, split. You don't have to worry about things when you get home, anything like that. So it's very nice.
Today she's sorting produce,
You want to make sure you don't give people rotten ones.
tossing out the bad apples and keeping the good ones.
Grab those apples, Logan. We're going to load them up.
She often manages to find a friend too.
Logan and I are buds. I never considered myself very friendly. I'm more of an introverted type of person. But you're standing like with those folks there and you start chatting.
It's the compassion they bring.
Second Harvest Heartland's Julie Green says while the impact of their volunteers goes way beyond the numbers, those numbers matter too.
With the pandemic, we have seen about an 80% reduction in our volunteer force, which adds to the cost of everything that we're doing.
Volunteers deliver the equivalent workload of 25 full-time employees. And with the need for food rising in the community, the nonprofit is hoping for more volunteers.
Volunteers are so crucial to what we do, not only within our volunteer center, but we have volunteers who help us in all places.
I think that's part of the greatness of having all these people being volunteers.
Terry Christie says it's a place she can leave feeling good about what she's done for others.
You know, smile. A smile can make a big difference in a person's life.
Here's a way to enjoy nature and rid one of nature's most invasive pests.
A lot of this shrubby stuff right here is all buckthorn. Right now we don't have any leaves, but there are ways to identify it.
The Three Rivers Park District has a unique way coming up to learn about buckthorn, which you can identify by its thorns or little spikes that stick out from its stems. The Park District is hosting what it calls Nature on Tap along the Mississippi River. It's a way to get out and meet new people, but also learn about environmental issues such as buckthorn. The learning environment will be relaxed and casual.
You can bring, a beer or wine if you'd like. We kind of have a little bit of a social time. A lot of times we have just a bonfire and people can hang out and we talk about whatever. It doesn't have to be nature related. Sometimes it is.
The event takes place next Thursday, April 14th. Registration is required 2 days before. You can also look for other nature programs the second Thursday of every month, including a river raft trip planned for later this summer.